السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد عليه وعلى آله وصحبه أفضل الصلاة والتسليم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. يقول المولى عز وجل في سورة القصص بعد أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم: فجاءته إحداهما تمشي على استحياء قالت إن أبي يدعوك ليجزيك أجر ما سقيت لنا. فلما جاءه وقص عليه القصص قال لا تخف نجوت من القوم الظالمين. صدق الله العظيم. Then one of the two women came to him, to Musa alayhi salam, walking bashfully. She said, my father is inviting you, so he may reward you for watering our animals for us. When Musa alayhi salam came to him and told him his whole story, the old man said, have no fear, you are now safe from the wrongdoing people. We talked yesterday about the journey of Musa from Egypt to Madian, tired, exhausted, hungry, how he helped the two women water their animals, and then making that beautiful dua, Rabbi inni bima anzalta ilayya min khayrin faqir. So the answer came from his Lord subhanahu wa ta'ala, from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, almost immediately. فَجَاءَتْ مِنْ أَنْفَاءِ التَّعْقِيلِ. One of the two women, تمشي على استحياء, and we're going to talk about al-haya shortly. Bashfully, hesitant, with modesty, shyness, and basically she told him that they went home quickly. Usually they take time to water their animals, but this time, because he watered the animals for them, the job was done quickly. So when the father inquired, they told him, so he sent one of them to bring him to reward him. There is a lot of commentary about Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam. First, the journey to the man's house. And some people say that he literally walked in the front of the woman and asked her to give him direction by throwing stones left or right. So he's not looking at her as they walk. Hence, later she described him as Ani, not just a strong person, but as an honest person. Could be just he lowered his gaze, he was polite, he was righteous. Also a lot of commentary about, was this father of the two girls is Sayyidina Shu'aib the Nabi, the prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, of people of Madian, or someone else? And most likely he was someone else. And again, the evidence is in the Quran itself, because Sayyidina Shu'aib, the prophet alayhi salam, when he talked to his people of Madian, he said, وَمَا قَوْمُ لُوطٍ مِنْكُمْ بِبَعِيدٍ, that the people of Lut are not that far away. So clearly he came in a time that is very close to the time of Lut. And Sayyidina Lut was available during the time of Ibrahim, which was hundreds of years before Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam. Nevertheless, he was a righteous person. There is also a lot of research or commentary about if you do something for the sake of Allah, like what Musa did, and then someone invites you for a reward that you didn't anticipate for your good deed, do you accept it or not? And whether the hosting of Musa was diyafa or reward for his good deed. I don't want to get into all of this, it's all good, alhamdulillah. But actually what is more valuable to spend time to talk about a little bit is khuluq al-haya. The haya in English, there is no really exact word bashfulness, modesty, shyness, which actually some people think it's a disease in our culture, being shy these days, or a problem actually. Let us start with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is one of the, صفات الله سبحانه وتعالى, one of the attributes of Rabb al-Alameen. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, إِنَّ اللَّهَ حَيِّيٌّ كَرِيمٌ يستحي أن يرفع إليه العبد يده فيردهما صفرا. Allah is shy that you raise your hand to Allah, you said, Ya Rabb, and He return your hand empty, subhanahu wa ta'ala. Along the same lines, Allah yastahi, people like me and those with white hair, those shayba fil Islam, to punish them. So if you grow in Islam and you have white hair in Islam, Allah is shy to punish you, for growing old in Islam, subhanAllah. The angels have haya. When Sayyidina Uthman ibn Affan radiallahu anhu seeked permission to enter the house of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was relaxed and he straightened himself, and he said about Uthman that this is a man the angels tastahi. The angels is bashful about Uthman radiallahu anhu. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he was described as أشد حياء من العذراء في كبرها. He was like shy for more than a teenage girl, alayhi salatu wassalam. But again, shyness or bashfulness doesn't prevent anyone, of course Rasulullah, from enjoining what is right, forbidding what is wrong. Sayyidina Aisha radiallahu anha said, رحم الله نساء الأنصار. May Allah have mercy upon the women of Ansar. Why? They were not shy in asking questions to learn their deen. Like when Salim came to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, asking about the physical purification of women and the details. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was like trying to explain, but he was timid about it. And then he said, Aisha stepped in, radiallahu anha, to explain. Now, they divide shyness or bashfulness into four categories. Bashfulness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He is watching you 24/7. Don't do something that you will be ashamed of later. Bashfulness from the angels. وَإِنَّ عَلَيْكُمْ لَحَافِظِينَ كِرَامًا كَاتِبِينَ يَعْلَمُونَ مَا تَفْعَلُونَ. You have angels with you. Again, 24/7, don't do something shameful that, it's inappropriate, for example. Bashfulness from people. كل أمتي معافى إلا المجاهرون. Sometimes we slip, but we don't brag about it, we don't openly talk about it. Again, and then bashfulness with self, with yourself. Don't make yourself the least of your concern. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam described, al-haya, خلق هذا الدين. لكل دين خلق. It is the main characteristic of Islam. And he described faith as 72 branches, of which bashfulness or modesty is one of them. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala أن يرزقنا الحياة. اللهم آمين. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. جزاكم الله خير.